Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. When I last left you guys, we abandoned our paladin on this lonely little island because I forgot to move him. That's cool. That being said, we are moving on a little slowly by bit here with these little random platforms, making life just a little bit annoying. But if life wasn't just a little bit annoying, would it be any fun? I mean, it might still be, who knows. That being said, we're going to keep our resident restoring staff user on station in case someone gets berserked by this here bishop, because that would be very, very not cool. And we're going to see if Heath can't take out that nomad trooper. Oh geez, there's enemy wyvern lords down here. Well, why doesn't he whittle down those guys one at a time then, I guess? We'll use a javelin. He'll be okay, he's got lots of defense. I say as he immediately dies next chapter. Alright, so can't quite one-round this hero unless I get the crit with this killer lance. Let's find out. Nope, not quite. But that light brand is going to do diddly squat, even if it did hit. I'll probably give that angelic robe to Florina, honestly. She's only got 34 hit points. She could use a little more. Rebecca's got the same, but she tends to not get hit, so... Lucius is low on the HP side as well, I just realized. Can't quite get Hector over there. Or Lyn, so I guess it's going to have to fall on Dart to take out Senior Hero. Nope, he can't. I could move Miss Priscilla here again and see if she can do it. Probably not. Oh wow, that's not too bad, actually. Tell you what. We'll let Dart whip an axe at his face and hopefully hit. Oh yeah, there we go. And then I'll get the kill with Priscilla and give her a free level. Well, not a whole level probably, but, you know, pretty close. We'll have to see. Hey, wow, she even crit him. I didn't even turn her animations on. You really need more speed, girly. Yeah, we'll turn her animations on. Nah, I lied. She's gonna be healing primarily anyway. It's okay. As much as I like the Valkyrie attack animation, it's really not necessary to have it. So, and I'm not going to be using her for attacking it very much anyway, as I said. So, poor Kent. I can go ferry him. I can go pick him up with Florina probably and ferry him over. Or I can just wait for the path to show back up, but that's not till like the end of the chapter, but by that point I won't need them to. Resistance and skill, I just noticed. Not bad, Dart. He actually hasn't been getting strength very much, has he? I'm trying to think of it, I don't know that he's leveled it up since he was promoted. Maybe once or twice. Well, I double this guy, that's cool. As useful as that is. Going for the Berserk on the Thief. And he misses. So we're going to have Florina run over here and pick him off, I think. The Druid, I mean, not the Bishop. I don't want the Bishop to die just yet, because he has something I want to steal. It'd be great if I could steal this Physics Staff. Bye, Mr. Druid. One shot, because I don't want to deal with your Luna nonsense. That Killer Lance is going to break, sadly, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to move the army onward. Looks like Dart could do with a heal right now. We'll have Heath pick off this here Wyvern Lord real quick. Assuming he hits both times, which... yeah, there we go. Then I can have him deal with that Nomad Trooper in the next time. Man! Yeah, he's going to cap speed before very long. In fact, he'll probably do it way quicker than I would otherwise need him to. Heal up Heath yet again. He has a penchant for getting himself into trouble, it would seem. Pretty sure if I snipe this guy, he'll just die. Yeah, just be straight up dead. So we won't kill him yet. I'm going to have Ninian on station to do the rescue drop next turn. And then we'll just ferry our merry band over this way. Poor Kent. I'm sad. He's probably a little sad too. Going for Legault again. Nope, missed again. Nice try. That being said, I gotta be careful because Sonia's got a Bolting Tome and she's got... Well, she's actually worse than Ursula, isn't she? She's slower. One more point of magic, I guess. Her defense is a lot better. But no luck. So, yeah, I don't think she'll be anywhere near as that difficult to deal with as Ursula was. Yeah, any closer and I'm in bolting range. Although Sonia can't kill him in one hit anyway. What's her attack with that thing? 31? Yeah. I lied, she could. Legault's 1 HP off. He could die. As long as I put Legault right where... Well, I gotta be careful because that Berserk Staff then might trip me up. I guess we'll just wait. I'll heal Dart in the meantime. Really not that Angelic Robe. That'll make things nice. We'll pick off... Oh, maybe we won't. Yeah, we will. Okay. As long as I don't miss. 84, I shouldn't. Nomad Troopers look a little weird. Don't they look like sickly or like just unhealthy looking for some reason? Not quite sure why that is. Alright. Not bad. Mop up those wyverns for sure at this point, too. Alright, moving the army onwards. Who has that chest key? Did I give that to somebody? Nina has one of them. I think Heath has the other one. He does. I can crack that open with him then real quick. And then the other ones are up here in this corner. I want to grab that blue gem from that Wyvern Lord too, but that might be tricky. Well, it might not be tricky as I think. We'll see. Get Nino the heck out of dodge here. It's going to be interesting training her on Hector hard mode when she has difficulty killing anything. But that makes it all the more fun, doesn't it? Question mark? I don't know. We'll see. Heath, the dragon monster that he is. By the way, I hope you didn't think I was like bragging about my abilities in this game last time. I'm not. It's not that I think I'm like some kind of savant or anything. I'm not like, you know. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because I'm capable of beating this game in just about any difficulty. At least I have not run into one that I've had trouble, that I've had like substantial difficulty with, that I was unable to do it. Certainly higher difficulties are more difficult. That's kind of the point. But by the same token, it's never been anything that I can't handle. And so that's where I get the impression that, you know, I don't think it's that difficult. And by that I mean I have a mind for being able to figure those kinds of things out. I apologize if that's, you know, upsetting to some people or they think that I'm bragging or something. I'm trying not to. But the fact that I'm pretty confident I can play this game on any difficulty and be fine. That being said, there is one thing that I don't think I would ever want to try. Let's make sure I don't get in bolting range here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crap. Alright, well I'm going to have to physic Legault here. You know what I could just do is drop him off right up there. Yeah, let's do that. And then that bishop can't kill him. Yeah, we'll be fine. Alright, cool. Moving on. There is one particular thing that I would never want to try. in Fire Emblem, and that is I watched. Oh, another Speed Wings. Awesome. Oh, I don't want to drop it. Oh, I couldn't bring Merlinus. We don't need this vulnerary. Just occurred to me I don't have freaking Merlinus here. I wonder why they would let me bring him. I guess they felt I didn't need him, quote unquote. I don't know. Anyway, Path of Radiance in Japan has a Maniac mode. So in America we got easy, normal, hard. I think is what it is. Maybe, yeah, easy, normal, hard. In Japan, it's normal, hard, and Maniac mode. And Maniac mode is absolutely, like, just absurd. It's way over the top. There's fart loads of enemies, way more than there's any reason to have. They've all got skills, they've all got really good weapons, yada yada yada. And I watched somebody play through it, and it just didn't look fun. It looked like a big mess, and I don't think that is I don't think that's enjoyable. I don't like the idea of having, you know, difficulty for the sake of difficulty. Like, there's a really good example of that in Fire Emblem Heroes, particularly with these legendary and grand hero battles that are abyssal difficulty. Like, initially there was just normal, lunatic, or normal, hard, and lunatic, and it's like, alright, yeah, that's fine. And then they added infernal difficulty sometime last year, and that was really bad at first. It was really challenging, and it was, quite frankly, you needed to have incredibly well-built and highly buffed units with really rare skills to have a chance. There were some very intrepid people that found a way to beat them using just basic units that are free for all players, and thank God for that, because I don't think I would have ever figured that out. The thing that I have a problem with, the thing that I have trouble with when it comes to concocting strategies for stuff like this, and I see it a lot in people like Phoenix Master, who does tactics guides for Fire Emblem Heroes. He finds a way to do free-to-play guides using just, like, garbage basic units and beat the highest level difficulty stuff with them. And it's like, how in the world do you even do that? And a lot of his strategies come from manipulating the AI and making them move in such a way as to make them easier to deal with, or make them behave in such a way as to make suboptimal attacks, or just manipulating them to your liking to make things easier. And I, quite frankly, don't understand how he figures a lot of that stuff out. It's like, how do you even know to make them do such a thing? Or it's really bizarre, and watching them is kind of fascinating, because it's like, how in the world did you come up with this? And it makes me feel really dumb. I'm a little bit ashamed to say. I feel kind of stupid watching those, because, like, this guy, he's maybe, like, 21, I think. He's a pretty young guy. But how it's like, he figures all this crap out, and he's amazing at it, and I don't have a clue how he does it. And that kind of upsets me, because it's like, I could be that smart. I'm sure if I sat down and put the time in and tried to figure it out, I could come up with something that would work, but I guess I just don't think that way. I don't think in a, you know, I just don't think like that, and it kind of bugs me. And I get that I shouldn't feel upset about it, because not everybody thinks that way, and not everybody has the same capacity for processing things the same way. It's not that I couldn't figure it out, it's that I just don't have... my brain just doesn't work that way. I don't think immediately the way that he does, and I get that. That's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset that I feel a little bit inferior, that I can't come up with these same strategies on my own. I have to resort to watching somebody else do it. Or, like, reverse engineering somebody else's strategies to make up my own. And to be fair, the only time that I need to do that is in Heroes, because, quite frankly, a lot of those maps are just stupidly difficult for the sake of being difficult. There's no reason for them to be that hard. And I'm fairly certain the designers of those encounters didn't really care that they were impossible to beat pretty much with just basic units. They're just like, whatever. Guess you gotta spend money on the game and get the really broken OP units. Oh, there's a general crit. They basically expect you to have to dump money into buying better units, and hoping, by the way, to get better units so you can have a chance at beating this stuff. And it's really, you know, really annoying if you ask me, but I don't know. It's one of those things that kind of bugs me. It's one of those things where this is something that I feel I'm good at, and when I get upstaged by somebody who clearly has a better capacity for thinking up those kinds of things, is just better at it than me, I get a little flustered. So apologies if that sounds like me whining and crying and whatnot, but it's not. I promise it's not what I'm trying to do. It's just one of those things that irks me a little bit. Can't quite one-round that guy. That's okay. I'll just have Florina pick this guy off. And certainly, like I said, if I sat and thought about it long enough, I could figure something out. But I, quite frankly, am not... I guess I'm just not interested enough. And another thing, too, she just capped strength. I don't think she's missed a single freaking strength level up. Hardly at all since I got her. Look at that. That's absurd. That is absolutely absurd. The strongest member of my team is a freaking Pegasus Knight. Wow. Anyway. $10, by the way, too. If I use her again another playthrough, she won't turn up anywhere near as good. This looks crazy, I know, because I'm parking, needing an in danger zone territory here, but I promise it'll be okay. I actually need to free up some space here, because nobody has any room. Nino does. Let's grab this here Restore Staff and her Fire Tome away from her temporarily. So I have some room on Leg Alt to steal stuff. And we'll take out Mr. Thief here. That being said, there is one really interesting thing that they've added in Heroes recently, and that's the skill challenges and the Grandmaster trials, or whatever they're called. They're basically puzzles for you to figure out. Like, you have X amount of turns to complete, or to wipe all the enemies off the map. And you only have these units, and they have preset stats and abilities, and you don't get anything else. And there is a way to do it, and there might even be multiple ways to do it, but you need to figure it out. And I'm happy to say that there's a couple of those that give me a hard time, but for the most part, I can figure them out pretty quickly. Some of them are just... And the nice thing about those two, normally I would complain, but the really nice... Wow. Wait a minute, why do I... Oh, because this only has one use left. So I do double this guy. Alright, there we go. The really nice thing about those is they force you to think about certain skill interactions that you never otherwise wouldn't have thought of, or even though you're given some units that aren't meant to take a lot of hits, it's actually recommended and sometimes necessary to let them take a hit just so you can position some of your other guys in a better place to give them the chance to kill them next turn. And that's something that I don't like to... That's something I don't think about very often. Like, for example, right here, I'm actually doing it right now, and I didn't realize it. I'm putting Ninian in the line of fire to draw out this Wyvern Lord so I can steal his stuff and then kill him. Like, imagine doing that with like a mage or something. I just realized she's in the bolting range too, isn't she? She's a 16 res, though. I think she'll be fine. Yeah, she's in bolting range. That being said, her avoid's pretty darn high, too. 63. Yeah, I'll be amazed if this guy hits her. He's got a 25% chance to do it. So 25 and 31 minus 30. That's 56, 26. She'll survive with 1 hit point if they both hit her. Alright, that's fine. At any rate, those like I said, those tactics drills are very cool for forcing you to think in a way that you otherwise might not. And I think that's really important. I think that was really cool of them to add, because it helps people, you know, not necessarily just like me, but people in general who might not have the mind for concocting their own strategies to be like, hey, think about doing this, or, like, you know, you go in there, you try it, you smash your head against it, you lose. You're like, okay, well, what did I do wrong? What could I be doing different? And then you think about your options and what variables can you change to... Wow. What variables can you change to make this go better? And a lot of the stuff I honestly never would have thought of the first time I did it. And then subsequently it's like, oh yeah, if I do this and this and this, then all of a sudden I'm all okay. Lego doesn't want to get hit by that, but I guess he can if he really has to. 31 to his 5 resistance. Yeah, he'll survive with just 1 HP too, I think. So we'll steal this here blue gem. And we're going to have Heath ruin this guy's day. That being said, Ninian's going to need a heal. I don't think she can take another hit. Certainly not from a freaking bolting. That is one of the most annoying things, I think, is when they just stash a bunch of high-power mages with long-range magic in front of your face. And granted, this is far from the worst offender when it comes to that happening to your guys. I'm told that's very common in installments such as Thracia 776. It's certainly very common in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. So this is far from the worst offender in that regard, but it's still very annoying. I'm not a huge fan of siege tomes, as they were. Can I just park him here and javelin this guy? Certainly can. And a crit even. Nicely done, sir. Yeah, Heath is proving himself to be pretty invaluable right now, which I'm okay with. What do these guys have? Not a lot. Probably just murder this thief. Seriously, though, it's an iron sword she's using, and she's absolutely wrecking face. A little more defense, and she'd be, like, just untouchable. And actually, this Pegasus Knight came for Kent. How nice of her. Even though he's trapped on a little island all by himself, still giving him chances to kill things. How very sweet. And then this guy is going to fall to my Silver Lance, my last use of my Silver Lance, really. Going to need to start hand-axing a little more, I think. Wallace definitely proving himself right now. I'm okay with that. He's gonna turn out all right. He's gonna turn out all right, I think. He's gonna cap defense, certainly. He'll probably be pretty close to strength too. Everything else is kind of a lost cause, but you know what? 14 skill, serviceable. 13 luck's not too shabby either, and even honestly, even 6 resistance for general, not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, Oswald would be a lot better, but you know what? Sometimes I don't like... Sometimes I want to use different units. I think there's only a couple of units in this game that I have just never straight up touched. Dorcas being one of them. I just can't bring myself to use him. I don't know, fighters are just so bad. And maybe it's just this game. Fighters are certainly a lot more serviceable in other installments, like Awakening. They're actually pretty darn good in Awakening. Fates, they're okay, I think. Although, if I'm being totally honest, I've only played Fates once, and it was Birthright, and I didn't get any fighters. I got an Oni Savage, which I guess is the equivalent of one, and she turned out garbage, too, actually, so I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out of my butt now. But I really do want to like fighters more. I really do. They have so much potential, but they never seem to be able to apply it properly. I think the best example of a fighter done properly is Boyd from Path of Radiance. He's absolutely amazing in Path of Radiance. She has 4 stats over 20, not including HP. And there go more platforms and more reinforcements! Alright, let's give her a quick heal, shall we? And who had the last thing I needed to steal? It was just a mine, I don't care about that. I'm not even using the bloody things. So we'll send the legendary Heath. I'm gonna pick off this silly little sniper first. With a sword crit. Completely unnecessary sword crit, but fun nonetheless. I actually think I'm gonna wait to send Heath over there because I don't need him getting boltinged, because he'll take a lot more damage from that than anybody else on my team will. And we're gonna get Legal the heck out of dodge here, because he can't take another hit like that. Can't really take another hit at all, really. He's got like 2 HP left, I think. So we're gonna give him a heal here. Almost topped off. Yeah, we're gonna keep Heath out of bolting range. Honestly, Florina can probably handle that Wyvern Rider on her own anyway. Here we go, more people to hit. I love having people to hit. That's a hammer. Even only does 8 still. Like, that's absurd. This thing's supposed to be effective against Armor Knights, and it barely puts a dent in him. Didn't even hit him, too. That's the other fun thing. I guess the problem with those effective weapons is they're not really all that reliable in a lot of cases. This is where I can potentially give Ellawood his level up. Look at that. Silver Sword on Ellawood for the win. One more kill and he's all set. Let's get Hector in here. Because it's just fun to watch him rampage around with his giant weapons. And as I said, I want to be using the Lords more right now. They're arguably the most important people to have toward the end of the game. More speed, more luck, I like it. Would have preferred some more strength, but I'll take what I can get. Pick this guy off with a bow. Tell you what, I get that Lyn's probably better with a sword, but at the same time, having her be able to use a bow is very nice. And I'm sure there are some people out there in the verse that are like, oh, bows are dumb, you shouldn't use bows. I like bows, okay? Bows are cool, and they get the job done, and I like being able to just shoot people from afar. Or something I saw earlier today was the person who invented the bow and arrow was like, I really want to stab that guy, but he's really far away. And thus the bow and arrow was born. I think Kent will be okay over there. I don't think he's in danger of getting ambushed by anybody or anything. Florina's going to get pegged by lightning, but she'll be okay. She's got a decent 17 resistance. She'll take 14 damage from that if she gets hit. These guys won't barely touch her. She got, what, 3 more bolting tomes? Yeah, 30%. Good luck. It's kind of interesting how the Falcon Knight dodge animation is, like, barely perceptible. It doesn't even look like they move. You see that? The guy hit himself with that Devil Axe. That was pretty great. And he had a 16% chance to hit, too. And not only did he hit, he did hit, but he hit himself. That's just too good. That's really rich. I love it. Get at me, Mr. Nomad. Oh, here comes this Wyvern guy. Ow. This is ridiculous. I'm killing Wyverns with an iron sword with my Pegasus Knight. Like, who would have even thought, man? That's just ridiculous. Yeah, come on, get at me. Bolting tomes, not any fun. I believe I've mentioned that once or twice already, but I still believe it. You know what I could just do is give Florina the chest key so I can get over there and grab all that stuff. And not have to wait for the bolting tome to run out. I kind of want to finish this chapter up quickly if I can. Although I've got plenty of reinforcements to hit. Another hammer guy? Yep, you know it. Whack. Fun, fun, fun for the whole family. This will be Ellawood's final kill. Actually, he can't quite do it. I betcha. I betcha. Soften him up a little bit with my resident level 5 mage, and all of a sudden, Probably do it with the rapier. Yep. That'll do it. Level 20 Ellawood. Maybe he'll get some speed. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'll be darned, he got speed. Wow, he got everything! Literally everything. That is a perfect level up for Mr. Ellawood there. Those are not too shabby of stats. 17 strength for level 20 Ellawood. That's really, really good, actually. He does not normally have anywhere near that. Alright, let's take out... oh, wait, I have a Wolf Bale. Let's do that. Wolf Bale's more fun. Slaughtering cavalry with this mega huge axe. It's a blast. No, short bow this guy, I think. Manikati. More fun. That crit animation, man. Man, so much strength on Lyn. Where's the longbow, this sucker, I think. Lol, I have a bow too, but you can't hit me. That's what I imagine she's saying. And we'll put Lucius up here. Certainly not afraid of taking a bolting hit. Let's be honest, it's just not going to happen. I'll probably go for Boss Killer Dart here, although I could legitimately use Jafar to kill what's her name? Sonya. Why don't we heal up little Miss Florina here real quick. And give her this chest key. And send her on her way. I could just as easily send Legalt over there with the lockpick to open all these chests up. But Thor's Ire, there's a ring for Ninian. Oh, crap baskets, I can't caravan anything. Oh, that was not smart of me. That's alright. I've got plenty of stuff I can drop. I can probably just drop that stupid Killer Lance, too. Nope. It's even funnier because her chance to hit went up quite a bit, too. But now she can fire back at these other sad little mage people. $24, $18. Man, she's turning out incredible. I'll tell you what, I think Florina's going to be a candidate for the Ultimate Lance at the end of the game. And I don't think I've ever given that to a Pegasus Knight before. Normally you give that to a Paladin or a General or somebody, but... Man, she's just kicking serious amounts of butt. We've got these Wyverns here to deal with still. I suppose Dart can deal with at least one of them. Or Hector can. Since that's his favorite food, is Wyverns. I lied, Pegasus are his favorite food. Wyverns gotta be up there, though. Just occurred to me, I need to get Ellawood over there as quick as I can, because he needs to seize the throne once I'm done killing Sonya. And we'll loot the rest of these chests. Ooh, a Recover Staff. Yeah, we don't need this any longer. I'll just keep her right there. Honestly, Priscilla can tank a hit from that too if she needs to. How fast is this lady? She has 5 speed. Yeah, she's not doubling anything. Alright, and we'll fly our resident Wyvern down here. Poor Kent is going to be all by himself still. He'll survive, I think. Yep. Ow! Well, her bolting's gone, so I can move forward with impunity, more or less. Woof. Nice crit. I like it. Strength, skill, yeah. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Now I think all the platform... Oh, not all of them. Most of them go away. Crack this open. A Fenrir. We don't need that. Don't really need this chest key either, so we can drop that. She's out of bolting, so we can move forward as much as we want. Let's get these guys out of here. Alright, Ellawood. Move on. And we're gonna let Hector deal with Senior... No. I think Lyn can do it. She has a Worm Slayer. That'll make short work of that guy, that's for darn sure. And I'll put Dart right behind her. Or right to the side of her, I should say. And we'll move the whole Fandamly up here. I'll probably use Heath to get Ellawood up there quicker. Just because it'll make things easier for me. Yes. Become prey for my Worm Slayer blade. Although Lyn really does not like taking physical hits. Particularly because her defense is just really bad. Right, we're gonna rescue Ellawood and get him up here quickly. Let's see how we do against Sonya here. I think I should be able to one-rounder, no problem. Well, let's do it. Love it. Lol. Man. Lyn just went to town on her. Love it. Absolutely love it. Do I let Jafar kill her for the catharsis? Nah, that's not any fun. I'll just let Lyn finish her off. That's more fun. Let's do that. Forget this whole killing him with Jafar nonsense. We'll take Ellawood and drop him off right there so we can seize the throne next turn. Nino's okay. Wallace is right behind her. We got all the treasure. Kent's still by himself on a little island. Okay, as long as Lyn crits once, we're good. If not, I'll have to waste another turn killing her. Oh! That is 3 crits in a row at 30%. And there's the kill. Man, Lyn, so good. I spit on you people who say Lyn is not a good unit. Solo killed a boss, did not get hit. Oh, that's not a good level up. Now they're just going to be laughing at me in return. Fell contract. That I probably won't even use, but that's okay. Let's seize the throne and get the heck out of here, because we're a little over the time that I wanted to be at right now. Yeah, he's a wuss. It's kind of gross that these people all knew that she wasn't actually her mother, but nobody told her. Wow. So, Brendan knew that she was this duplicitous, like, just absolute crazy lady. And he stayed with her anyway? Like, imagine how much could have been avoided if he just, like, you know, put an axe in her head like he should have a long time ago. Don't worry, be happy. Do my best. So, Nino's like my favorite unit in Heroes. Judge me. Come at me. She's awesome. The Shrine of Seals awaits. But first, more of this stuff. And then she comes to the realization that she's not human. Why does she want to be human anyway? Like, that's something that's always confused me. At any rate, so we went a little longer than I wanted to, but we got that taken care of. Those two were the two chapters that I was probably the most worried about, in terms of just them being annoying. This next one is going to be long too, and I'm going to be honest, this one might be the sole 3-part episode in the whole game. So we will have to sit and wait. But that being said, the next episode is chapter 27. After that is only 4 chapters left. That includes the final one, so we're almost there. Not too much longer, everybody. So that being said, thank you all very much for sticking with me this far. I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next episode. So until that time, this has been Seraphin. Have a great evening, everyone.